Hi everybody, this is Justin Lee with REIMarketingtips.com, and I'm here in Naples, Florida, at the Financial Health Coach event, which has been a fantastic event so far. And I have managed to track down my newest good friend, Chico. Cris and I met at the virtual investing seminar in New Orleans, which was a fantastic event, and we had a lot of great speakers. Cris was one of them. I believe Cris actually was voted there as the virtual investing
Virtual Investor of the Year.
Virtual Investor of the Year based on the people in attendance. So Cris obviously knows what he's talking about. Now, Cris was nice enough to stop here with me and just do a quick video. And what we want to do is we want to tell you guys just some of the quick points that Cris is doing right now with virtual investing, how he's become successful at it. So Cris, can you give the folks just a little blurb on what you've been doing?
Sure. The theme of my product is virtual wholesaling. It's how to find and flip properties anywhere in the USA with only your cell phone and a laptop. And essentially, the reason why the product came about is because I'm located here in South Florida, and the market here in South Florida has really taken a turn for the worse over the past year or even the past 6 months. And so I was forced to really go out and try and see if I could duplicate my wholesaling business in other states without ever having to go there. And so through a lot of trial and error and testing, really been able to perfect the ability to be able to go into any market and essentially start flipping properties without really knowing anything about the market, without ever having to go there physically. And you can do that from with really only your cell phone and a laptop. And for me, it's worked out great because obviously with the market being the way it is down here, I've been able to flip properties successfully in other states. And it's great for students that are in places such as California and some of these other bubble markets where they're really having a tough time, and they're able to go ahead and do the business in a lot of these other areas where the market is still pretty good.
So Cris, correct me if I'm wrong, but just based on what I took away from when we were in New Orleans, your system, if I can call it a system, you can show people how to identify the markets that are up and coming, where they might want to invest. And for you people out there who are buying homes that are in the $300,000–$400,000 range for starter homes, there are still markets in America that are emerging where you can pick up houses for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, correct?
And that's exactly right. I mean, my system includes the my exact methodologies for selecting a market and really going ahead, and it's a step-by-step process of how to get started doing that. And it's the same thing as you said. A lot of these markets, you can go, there's a ton of markets out there in the country where even though places such as Florida are declining, there are other places that are expected to have positive appreciation over the next couple of years. And so because of that, it affords tremendous opportunity for the investor that is aware of these methodologies and is able to take advantage of them and really just go out and do their investing and not be really constricted by the boundaries as far as just of where they live.
That's awesome, Cris. Well, listen, we gave the people just the tip of the iceberg here. I know you've got some webinars coming up. I'm assuming it's going to be okay if we invite the REI Marketing Tips community to the next webinar?
I would love for them to be on our next event, next webinar. And I'm really committed to really providing as much content as possible and really just kind of opening people's eyes to really the fact that you don't have to be constricted by where you physically live, that you can really invest anywhere from anywhere in the USA or anywhere out of the country, even Canada.
Absolutely. So folks, keep your eyes open. We're going to have a webinar coming up with Cris really soon. It's going to be action-packed. I know if it's half as good as what he did in New Orleans, it's going to blow you away and totally change the way that you think about investing, not just in your local market, but the world is your oyster, so to speak. And Cris, just a quick plug, because I know this is embarrassing for him sometimes. What did you do when you did your numbers from last year in your virtual investing business?
Well, in the last couple of years, really, I was able to generate over $1.4 million in actual profits. And those are not, those are actual assignment fees because I do wholesaling. So we're never really rehabbing any properties. We're never closing on anything. It's just really pure profit from all of the different techniques that I've been able to really perfect over the last couple of years.
Folks, this is real stuff. I know, Cris, this isn't fluff. You've got to join us on the next webinar. This is Justin Lee and Chico in Naples, Florida, and we'll see you on the next webinar. Thanks very much.